back together.
Welcome to Monday.
I missed you.
I missed you too. So I didn't actually ever get to show this when I was packing it, but this is all the piano music that was inside. I kind of stuffed it with some stuff on like the sides, so it didn't move around too much. This looks like the only thing that actually got damaged, which is fine. I actually have a better version of this anyway. It's from the Nutcracker. It's the Russian dance. So yeah, this is actually all really organized super well as well. So I'm pretty excited, and I'm excited to start organizing stuff, and maybe once we get back from Easter I can start showing Chris some stuff, because we have a bunch of some higher level stuff like 3 and 4 and stuff, but we also have a lot of like level 1 books, and I have some stuff from like teaching. I have a bunch of Christmas music, so there's just a lot of things, and I'm very excited about it. It was very, very much a trip down memory lane. I didn't even remember a lot of this stuff because I got a lot of it before, like right before I stopped teaching, so like it wasn't something that I had ingrained in me, but this is actually my favorite theory books. This is a level 8 one, which is about what level I am in theory, but I want to get Chris some of the easier theory books from this set just because they're really good, and he knows like music theory from other stuff, but he doesn't necessarily know piano music theory and chords and stuff like that, so I think this would be a good thing.
I'm not sure you guys understand though just how much printed sheet music this is.
Yeah, it's like
it's
a good 8 inches.
It is a lot of printed music plus the books, and apparently some beginning books for me that like this one, which already have fingerings like marked out in them, I guess.
Yeah,
is what that is,
I've learned
which is
from
good.
that, and I've taught from that. I need to organize these by like Christmas music and non-Christmas music, and then like harder stuff and easier stuff, because like there's no way Chris is playing this anytime soon. I mean, like, yes, there is a way that he's playing it anytime soon, but it just depends on how much time he's willing to put into it. So I need to organize these out, but I have a lot of level 1 books for Christopher, so.
I have, I'll try to practice every single day. I would love to get better at it.
Yeah.
So I'll try to practice every day. Movie hits for 2. Nice.
Yeah, it's all Disney stuff.
Duets.
Yeah.
That we can play together when I don't suck anymore.
And then this is more duets as well that are like classical duets, like Scheherazade. And these are gonna have to be pieces that you're gonna learn. They're not gonna be like sight reading things for you. Like you're gonna have to like learn them really well, because like when I was playing, I was barely sight reading these either and fumbling through them. So I think it'll take you a while to get to them.
I mean, I can't really sight read at all because I haven't looked at music really at all. But I can't imagine looking at 2 different staffs and like knowing how to play 2 at the same time. Anyway.
Beatles.
And we're home now. I mean, like many hours later, we both came home and went to work at 9, and now we're back from work, actually. So we were both very tired this morning, and I was up to get her at, I went to get her around 4 in the morning or so. I think that's when I left, and she had only gotten a couple hours on the plane of sleep, so we came home and napped for a bit, and then went to work, and now we're back, and I don't know what we're doing, but I'm kind of hungry / dead tired. So,
I know
what's up? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Follow me.
Oh my gosh, what are we doing? I'm so excited.
I never showed the vlog this either.
What is it?
It's a plastic bag. I carried it on the plane with me all the way here.
Oh, is it food? Is that what you're... Whoa, what is that? Is this food from the quinceañera?
Maybe.
Because I was like, I wanted to come home and make something, but I was like, I really don't feel like making anything, but I'm really hungry.
Okay, are you ready?
I don't even know what kind of food they had there. What kind of food they had there? Yes.
Mexican food. What did you think?
That sounds awesome. What is it?
Really?
Are those tamales?
Tamales!
Okay.
Apparently the singular is tamal.
Oh.
But I always call it a tamale.
I mean, there's multiples of them,
yeah,
so
but it's tamales. So we're going to have...
What's in them?
Some tamales. It's like a corn. This is so weird. Like, I grew up eating these.
I've never had this or even seen it before. I don't
Very
think.
Southern California. So inside, I guess we can show it better once it's heated up, and there is a clip of me eating it at the quinceañera, but it's like what you would make tortillas out of, basically. It's like a corn mixture. It's mas or whatever, or is that how you say it? It's just corn. But then it's like seasoned meat inside.
Well, it sounds delicious.
Yeah, they're really good.
They smell good. Like through the tinfoil, they smell good.
Yeah, and Gloria said, my sister-in-law, Gloria, the one who made them, said that the best way to heat them up is just 2 minutes in the microwave. I like asked her, I was like, what's the best way to heat them up? I was wondering, like, is the stove better? Should you reboil them? Because they're boiled. So basically how you make them, I've made them a lot. Well, it's best to, like, soak the corn husks first so that they're more malleable, because otherwise they, like, snap easier. So you're going to soak the corn husks so they're, like, pliable, and then you stick down the corn mixture, and then you stick down the meat mixture. My family always used chicken. I don't remember what's in these. And then you, like, fold it up. So I think you, like, wrap it and then fold up the ends, and then you just stick them all in. So you have, like, a pot, and they're all sticking straight up.
Mm.
And I think you steam them.
Gotcha.
They might be.
We'll have to make them for
fully
real
boiled.
sometime.
Yeah, I haven't made them in such a long time. Our friends, the Acuñas, when I was growing up, used to make these every Christmas, and so they would bring us some almost every single year around Christmas time, and they were pretty delicious. And I was really full at the quinceañera because we had just gone out to eat right before, but I was like, I need to eat these. And then when I went home, I was like, Mom, I really want some tamales. And she's like, I will grab you some. And she grabbed them, and these, like, were the only ones left. So.
Nice.
Thanks,
you.
Mom.
Yeah, thank you.
You're the best. You saved my butt.
I get to try them now.
Yeah, because Chris is very, very white Eastern American. And
lacking in food, just like trying things and stuff.
So we're gonna have tamales, and then very similar to making tamales, you can also make pupusas, which are not inside the corn husks. Instead, you, like, smash them down. They're like flat discs that you make, probably about that big, and you fry them.
Gotcha.
But they're that same, like, the corn mixture with the meat inside. Like I said, we always use chicken. And yeah, so we could make tamales and pupusas sometime. Pupusas they're South American. They're not, I don't think they're Mexican. Our friends, who I'm pretty sure were from Ecuador, taught us, but I don't know if that's where they're from. So don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. But they're from around there, and they're delicious too. I do prefer tamales though.
Oh, so I never really showed it because I didn't really vlog much myself while Giselle was gone, but I cleaned the kitchen all nicely. It looks super nice in here.
It does look amazing. And he even
There's that stuff. That's all. That's the only thing that's like kind of disorganized, but that's just because there's lots of dirt and stuff.
All my plants are dead, by the way, you guys.
We'll try again. It's all right. We'll try again.
It's my own fault. I just, like, was not feeling good, so I stopped watering them, and they all died. They died, like, 2 weeks ago.
It's okay. We'll try again.
So Chris is going to try his first tamale.
I almost like that. I've been corrected, apparently.
You don't.
That's to me that's common sense. You just pick something up and eat it like that. But apparently you're supposed to open it and then
you open it and then you
eat this inside part.
Yeah.
That is not a corn husk, which makes sense when you think about it. But I just eat food as it's given to me without explanation. So you know.
What do you think?
It's good.
It's good? It's amazing is what you mean. Does it need to be hotter?
No, I think it's hot. I feel like it got maybe a little bit dried out in the microwave or in the process of whatever, but it still tastes good. Being
transported. Oh, I love them so much.
It still tastes good. I haven't really gotten much of the filling, I feel like.
The funniest part is that as I'm telling Chris a story about somebody that I met at the quinceañera who just picked it up and started eating it like that, in the process of me telling him the story, he picked it up and tried to eat it like that, and I had to yell, "No, stop it!"
Well, she hadn't gotten to that part in the story yet.
It was too funny, and Chris is every white boy ever trying to eat a tamale for the first time. And it's pretty great. So here you just peel it open, and then you can just dig right in there, and it's amazing. My first time having tamales, they were not savory tamales, they were sweet tamales with like a sweet corn.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's like almost dessert-ish, but you can eat it as a meal. And it was at this Mexican restaurant, pretty sure it was a Mexican restaurant, in Old Town San Diego, where my family and I used to go every single year right after Christmas, either the day after Christmas or the day after that, depending if one of those was the Sunday, since we wouldn't usually go on or we never did go on Sunday, and we wouldn't go on Sunday. But yeah, I used to really like those when I was younger, and I don't like them really anymore. I just love the savory ones now. But and Chris is right, they are a little dry. They would have been better fresh, but
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit less good than it would have been fresh, but that's okay. Someday I'll have them fresh.
yes, we'll have to make them sometime soon. After that, I ended up giving him a little piano lesson. I really didn't do much. It's all him. He's doing incredibly well, and he's the kind of person that will, like, beat himself up if he messes up at all, but, like, he does really, really well. I have these books that are the Keith Snell books, and they have them, this is the preparatory level, but they have them for preparatory, and then they have, like, 1 through 10, I believe, which I was playing out of, like, level 8 when I stopped piano, and I really love these books a lot because they are legit classical pieces that haven't been, like, arranged at all, so I was allowed to play them in competitions and stuff like that, unlike simplified versions or pieces written for orchestra transposed into piano. I mean, those are really fun pieces to play, but, like, this is the legit thing. Somebody wrote this the way it is now, and they wrote it 300 years ago and stuff like that. So I have the Baroque and Classical, and then I also have the Romantic and 20th century. So in case you were wondering what those are just the different time periods that this music was composed at. So, like, a Baroque composer would be like Bach, and a classical composer would be like Mozart. Romantic would be like Tchaikovsky or Grieg, and then 20th century is like pretty much only like the 50s and earlier. So you have people like Bartók, and I think like Stravinsky might fall into that and stuff like that. So you get quizzed on this in piano if you're doing like state testing and stuff, or at least I did, on like what composers fall into like what time periods and stuff like that. But I really, really love these books, and I've been using them for years and years. And so he flipped one open, and he's like, oh yeah, those are too hard, I can't play those right now. And I was like, whatever. And so I ended up plopping it down, and I was like, here, play this. And he played the right hand once, he played the left hand once, put them hands together, and on the third try it was like almost perfect. And he also pays attention to, he hasn't been paying attention to like dynamics for the like play this forte, play this piano, loud and soft. But he has been doing like playing like legato, which means like smooth and connected. He's been doing like staccatos, which means like short and detached. He has been doing things like that. And he's also been paying attention to like fingering, and just like not only is he playing, but he's like paying attention to extra things. And also his counting is phenomenal. He doesn't have to count out loud. He can count in his head, or just play it and not even have to count at all because it's second nature for him. So he's picking it up super easily, and is just doing great. So tomorrow or the next day, some point over the next few days, I'm going to have him go through some of the level 1 books, but I think we should be able to move straight on to the end of level 1 or the beginning of level 2. I would consider this level 1 stuff not preparatory. This is like late level 1. This is harder than a lot of the beginning of the level 2 books that I have. The first like 2 books, the preparatory, the level 1, and the level 2 of the Keith Snells, I feel like are harder than the level that they're supposed to be, but after that, the learning curve kind of catches up with it. It's just hard to find like that simple of stuff that is that old. So anyway, it's gonna be fun to go through all those with him, and then start him learning actual songs, because right now he can pretty much sight read everything he's playing, and he was doing it hands together as well, which is something he felt like he wouldn't be able to do, but he's doing it, and he's doing it great. After he was done playing, then I ended up playing for a while until my arm started to hurt, and some songs that I played, I was able to play it and like immediately like get it and be like, oh yeah, I remember this, and like my muscle memory will kick in. But some of them I'm like, wow, the counting on this song is so hard. If I want to relearn this song, I'm gonna have to go really slow, count out loud a lot, and play a lot of hands separate, and like slowly put the song back together. And that kind of makes me sad, and I wish that I had kept practicing some of these songs better and kept up with them. Like I said, some of them immediately like jump back in, and so it's been fun though. And I bet that Chris, if he practices diligently, could be like at the end of like level 4 by the end of the year. Like, he could do it easily. He could get that in like 4 months if he actually really practices. But it's been fun and good. And he ended up going to sleep. He ended up falling asleep while I was playing the piano. I didn't want to go to sleep because it was like only like 7 p.m. and I wanted to wake up and get back on my normal sleep schedule. And so right now it's about 9:30. So now I'm going to go to sleep, try to sleep through until like maybe 7 or 8 a.m. and then try to get back on a normal sleep schedule from there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I did get home safely and I'm feeling much better, but now I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep. So, I'll see you tomorrow.